Match number Match number 6. Amir Mahal taking on Madras Gymkhana club. Two different sides had two different style of journeys throughout this tournament, now facing off each other in this wonderful Saturday, with Amir Mahal winning the first two games, one against Tiki Tag Random 11 and the other against 9-11. And whereas for Madras Gymkhana, same oppositions but the results were different. They lost both the games against Tiki Tag Random 11 and 9-11. So this has been quite different contest with the team in the top of the table against the team in the bottom of the table. But yes, on a given day, anything might happen on the cricket field. So we can expect some magics in the middle now. Amir Mahal taking on Madras Gymkhana club in the points table battle. What happens if the results differs in this game? Because we have different extremes of this game going on. For instance, if Amir Mahal loses a game with poor run rate, they'll be head back to the second position in the points table, as 9-11 will be at the top of the table. In case if Amir Mahal wins the game or loses the game with a bit of decent total, show with the ras of what we're speaking about. So this has been good opportunity for 9-11 to look at this game, because they have completed their league phase. 3 matches, 1 win, 2 win in fact, and 1 loss. So in case it's about the way how Amir Mahal are performing this game, in case if they win the game or losing the game in a close contest, that's not going to impact them. First ball as the openers Abdullah and Gautam Gopal into the crease. Wonderful way to start the first over. Good control from Rohan Bhaiya. Rohan has been generating wonderful pace in the middle, as Abdullah and Gautam Gopal. We've seen Abdullah with the way how he batted in the previous games. He's one such busy cricketer. He will try to score runs in a regular interval of time. They have plenty of good batters with them. Abdullah on strike. Catches the call. That went behind the wicketkeeper. Will be comfortable single by getting off the mark. Good to see things happening in complete control for them. He's speaking about the performance of the way how Amir Mahal performed in this tournament so far. There has been quite good control. They gave opportunity to many players. Raja has been one of the prime batters of Amir Mahal. 53 runs for him so far in the tournament. Over the straight fielder. Reaches the fence. First boundary of the day here for Amir Mahal. Good control over there. Just take back a look at the back of length delivery into the back foot. Over the bowler's head. Wonderful batting display that is. Having complete control against the bowler. Rohan Bhaiya has to change his length, or else there must be a change of angle. Pushes that through the covers. Almost near the boundary ropes. Couple of runs on the board. Interesting thing to watch out for with the way things were going on. In the first game they played against Tiki Tag Random 11, Fazil Nawaz have scored a wonderful half century along with the contribution of Raja. They did really well with the bat. They have many options in the bowling. Catches the call. That's great attempt from the fielder. Gave it 100%. Quite close contest with the way how things were happening. Wonderful effort from the fielder. Great effort. Taken things under control. Continues to bowl Rohan Bhaiya. Swing and got the connection, but it takes the aerial route this time, and that clears the boundary rope for a maximum. Wonderful sixer that is, and a much needed boundary. This team is known for its utilization of power play, and that's very powerful stroke to end this over. Brings the end of the first over. That's 16 for no loss. Amir Mahal. Anirudh, the new bowler. That has been quite expensive over. And that starts off with a wide ball. Interesting batting display between Gautam Gopal and Abdullah, with the way Gautam scored the boundary at the straight direction and the way how Abdullah scored that sixer. Abdullah is known for scoring boundaries in the power play. Even in the previous game against 9-11, have scored wonderful power play boundaries. Continues to bowl here. Anirudh takes his run up strides. A short strided. And good controlled bowling style from Anirudh. Swing and a miss. Strong shouts from the wicketkeeper and the fingers goes up. As the batter walks away, Gautam Gopal. A short story of a batter. Scored a boundary on the straight. And now walks back to the pavilion. That brings the first breakthrough here for... That's wonderful performance so far. Anirudh kept his line and length in control. Madras Gymkhana are enjoying this. The celebration, smile on the faces, good energy from Madras Gymkhana. Quite good control. These are all the breakthroughs, early breakthroughs that you bring into the early part of the game. That matters a lot. Cuts off with the dot ball. As the new bowler enters into the crease. Amjad, the new bowler. New batter. Pardon. Having close fielders. Anirudh has been keeping things under control. A simple cricketer with simple perfection. The simple perfections are very dangerous for a batter. And that's why these cricketers were known for their accuracy and taking things under control. Wonderful batting display. And the way how he controls the opposition. That's interesting with the way how Madras Gymkhana were utilizing the bowlers. Since the first over went on to be a bit of an expensive one. Will touch delivery through the covers. That picks the gap. Fielder chasing down the ball. Will be rolling. Wonderful try from the fielder. The umpires might be rechecking that. Abdullah wants that extra run. Going for the extra runs on the between the wickets. Good quality running between the wickets in the middle. That went on to be a wonderful effort. 21 for 1 Amir Mahal. As that has been taken control. Real good control. But this time it's a straight drive. Proper pick of the gap and goes for the boundary. Easy pickings for the batter. And they've been making things even much productive with the bat. The runs are flowing in the bat. Wonderful shot into the bottom hand. Proper placement to the perfection. Goes for the boundary. $25 for 1. With one more to complete this over. Swings, catches the call. And that's catch it is. Wonderful efforts at the mid-off. Ran and caught the ball and completes the catch. The celebration, smiling faces here. Madras Gymkhana gets a breakthrough number 2. And this has been good control of power play. 25 for 2. Amir Mahal after 2 overs. With Amjad losing his wicket in the middle. was 25 for 2 Amir Mahal. Not sure whether it's an impactful start or a start that has a bit of pressure because it has equal battle. The balancing was perfect because 25 was a very good number in the power play, but at the same time 2 wickets is something that's boosting Madras Gymkhana. Anirudh has been exceptional with the ball. Dismissed 2 key batters, a opener and a number 3 batter. Now in at number 4, Fazil Nawaz for Amir Mahal. Now this will be post power play. The fielders will be expanded. In his strides, these are the non-strikers and Abdullah will be on strike. 25 for 2 Amir Mahal. Wonderful bowling performance from Anirudh. Now the fielders were being spreaded. They're having a long on fielder, long off fielder. As the viewers comfort, I'll explaining the positions of the fielders. Starting off with the deep fielders. A typical T20 positioning, long off, long on, Gymkhana, deep in wicket. So these 4 fielders are placed outside the 30-yard circle. And there are 5 fielders inside the 30-yard circle. They can expand one more fielder at the deep. But as of now, Madras Gymkhana were having, in fact, 4 fielders within the 30-yard circle. Continuing with what we're speaking about, the field positioning, the final arrangements are getting completed in the middle. Still the arrangements were going on, taking on some extra time. Place the fielders as of what they're expecting for. Some discussions were going on in the middle. Heading back to that. Third over starts off with a no ball. Signals the umpire, which raises near the boundary ropes. Couple of runs on the board. Now Abdullah will be facing a free hit. Man knows for his free hitting abilities. Now have the freedom of exploring runs on the board. They have given complete license to take on the bowler. And you cannot change the field positioning as the same fielder. Adityan, the bowler, that takes the aerial route. Wonderful stroke making. Placement to the perfection. Goes for the maximum. Abdullah uses the free hit to the fullest. Taking back a look at the way how this has been delivered. Not a poor delivery. This is a stand and deliver stroke making. His exceptional batting capability taking him to the maximum. This time leading edge catches the call. Beats the fielder and lands in the no man's land. Lucky runs here for Abdullah. Will be taking comfortable 2. Running between the wickets. They've been into the 30s, marching towards the triple digit mark. It's quite good performance. Solid with the way how the run rate has been maintained and the partnership have been taken care. Since they lost 2 wickets within the power play, there has been a confusion with the way how they are going to approach the rest of the innings. But this is such an aggressive way of approaching the innings. Abdullah goes straight this time. Fielder under the ball. A bit of urging effort from the fielder, which went on to be a boundary. 1 bounce for it is. Should have taken. Missed the opportunity of dismiss the batter. Bit of eagerness. He came front. 40 for 2. There has been quite good numbers in this over. Not the one that Adityan expected. Fielders were getting expanded. Good use of the feet. A gentle push. Pushing runs here and that. That's 41 for 2. Amir Mahal. Now to face the first ball. Fazil Nawaz sets it stride. Getting his guard to the perfection. Many cricketers nowadays using bone bat in this tennis ball cricket. Interesting to watch out for. Tried playing the cut shot, beats the fielder and raises towards the boundary ropes for boundary. Hits a board of 6 it. The ball sponsors top quality cricketing balls in terms of tennis ball cricket. Yes, this has been wonderful start from Fazil Nawaz with the boundary. So many misfields in the middle, dropping the catches and leaving the balls to boundaries. Things were not under complete control here. And he has been facing real pressure, Adityan. That's a bit of expensive over. 18 runs off it, 3 overs, 45 for 2. The overs 45 for 2. Catches the call. And that is a wonderful start from the fielder. Just taken complete control. He understood the situation because the extra bounce is something that supports the batters to get the boundaries. So he went way back to stop that going for the boundary. Saves a couple of runs for his side. And Abdullah is still in action. As long as he plays, he adds a bit of aggressive value to the side. He's one set of Seva kind of batter. As long as he plays, it's been entertaining and enjoyable batting display to watch out for. And simplistic batting style, that's most important. You can't carry a bunch of classical stroke makings or a lot of nuances to make things happen. It's about the thought process, a humbleness and relaxed mode of batting. You shouldn't carry much burden within yourself. And that's why sometimes having much options within you confuses you in taking right decisions. Abdullah is having simplistic ideas, watching the ball and playing the stroke. Playing to the merit of the ball without thinking of anything about the situation. Now Fazil Nawaz on strike. Catches the call. Two fielders converging together, but no chance for the fielders. It will go for the maximum. Hit it over straight at the top of the bowler. Mukund Deepak, the bowler, he tried his best. He is trying to bowl better deliveries, but unfortunately it's sixer number 2 in this over. Brings up 50 up here for Amir Mahal with that sixer. Just take back a look at that. Wonderful use of feet. Another stroke into the air. Catches the call again. That goes into the extra bounce. Boundary. Back to back. Couple of runs on the board here. Sixer and a boundary. And they've been pretty disappointed with the fielding standards. Madras Gymkhana. That's how it goes in the middle. When you're leaving the catches and misfields. Another catch is the call. This time fielder under the ball. And that's a half effort from the fielder. It's been happening again and again and again. At one end the batters were batting really well for Amir Mahal. At the same end, at the other end, the fielding standards were very poor. As we could see, the disappointed Mukund Deepak walking out of disappointment. As a bowler, it's really hard sign. That's 4 overs 60 for 2. Now Mahiman has to find something new. The captain has to find something new to bring up the breakthrough, as this partnership is growing in no time. We've seen 25 for 2, now it's 60 for 2. A solid stand of 35 runs partnership. Just 2 overs. Expensive overs. Just only one good over so far for Madras Gymkhana, which is Anirudh. Picked up 2 wickets in his first over. So in case of expecting a breakthrough, it's pretty mandatory for Mahiman to bring up Anirudh back into the attack. But they are having a different style of attack here. Rohan Bhaiya continues to bowl. His second over, this is into this game. Brings up Fazil Nawaz back on strike. Interesting to see with the way how they're approaching this game. Trying to take the aerial route every single time they are watching the ball. And in one of those previous weekends, they're having conversation with Fazil Nawaz, one of the home player. He had a lot of statement about things that have control over this issue. Straight batted strokes. He's the only batter, maybe one of the few batters, along with Saeed Ibrahim, plays straight strokes and being very successful in tennis ball cricket. Because everybody knows this is cut shot, goes for the boundary. Easy pickings for the batter. When you give a small width to the batter, he will thrash you up for boundaries. Just taking back with what happened in the previous delivery with Rohan Bhaiya bowled a bit of back of length, short length in fact, way outside the off stump. He waited for the ball and punched hard, goes for the boundary. Great batting display in the middle as Amir Mahal looking in good touch. Possibilities of making it bigger. As Rohan Bhaiya is trying to do all the things that he is looking for. At 65 for 2. Good control from the bowler. A calm appeal from the wicketkeeper. No signs of that being a dismissal. Point 465 for 2 halfway through the first innings. They were in a healthy position of making it into 130s. Close attempt. Almost had opportunity to lose his wicket. He wanted that single. Abdullah denied it, it seems. But having good communication between each other, that saves the wicket of Fazil Nawaz. Midan inside the circle. Taking some gamble of pushing Midan inside the circle. Rohan Bhaiya, in case if Fazil Nawaz watches this space where there is no long on fielder, catches the call, fielder under the ball. That's taken. That is taken. Finally, a catch taken by the fielders. That brings up wicket number 3 for Amir Mahal. 65 for 3 now to end this over as Rohan Bhaiya gets the wicket of Fazil Nawaz. Fazil Nawaz walks for 20 runs. There has been wonderful batting display coming to an end halfway through the innings. 65 for 3, Fazil Nawaz. Now good celebrations were going on. They'll be having some keen discussions because the platform set by Amir Mahal is quite huge. Even Madras Gymkhana were well aware of this. So they might be having a game plan in the middle and making sure about things that could get under control. That's how it goes. 65 for 2. Which brings up the new batter into the crease. 65 for 2. A lot more things under control here for Amir Mahal. Final field arrangements were going on. The biggest hopes for them is still there is Abdullah. Abdullah is such a wonderful batter, entertainer. He will start scoring boundaries. Anand, the new batter, at the non-strikers end. Trying to play gentle push, close attack here. Good start to the over. As 65 for 3 halfway through the innings. A lot more to be spoken out. The man who caught a wonderful take, Mukund Deepak, sensible cricketer, watching things carefully and handling it according to the look at these deliveries. He's trying to put the batter under pressure. And that's how we have to bowl. Mukund Deepak is such a wonderful bowler. This time gives a bit of width. And that has been taken for granted by Abdullah. Placement to the perfection. Maximum it is. Disappointed Mukund Deepak. He knows the value of every single runs in this game. Things were quite out of the way. There is no deep square leg fielder, there is no fine leg fielder, and he invited the batter for a short ball. Couldn't understand the game plan, but yes, he might be having something in his mind that's not working here. As Abdullah is looking in good touch, he's into his 30s now, 33 of 16 balls. Another proper placement, catches the call as no man standing at the position at the Gymkhana region will be getting the boundary. Welcome boundaries here for Abdullah, and that's been another expensive over here. They couldn't stop the batters going for boundary. Look at this. It's way outside off stump ball delivery, and he extended his arms and placed it into the gaps. Such a dominant leg side batter. Now having an extra fielder at the Gymkhana. This time in there and lands in a no man's area. Disappointed Abdullah. He wanted that to be a maximum. Not satisfied with where it met the bat. 76 for 3. Anand, the new batter, facing his first ball. A left-handed batter will be adding a different value altogether. 76 for 3. First ball for him. Maybe they can add a bit of pressure to the new batter, as you can't make much impact with the set batter. He will be in a different zone. At some point of time, the busy cricketers might lose their wicket. Keep that eye on the other hand, but you should ensure that the rest of the batters shouldn't score much runs on the board. That's close attempt, and the fingers goes up. Anand gone in his very first ball without troubling the scorer. He's walking away. This has been good impact from Mukund Deepak and good work from the wicket keeper. Brings up the breakthrough in the middle. 76 for 4 now. Amir Mahal. Just take back a look at that. Fumbled, misses the ball and came out of the crease. Wonderful work from the wicket keeper. Now the wicket falls to 6 over, 76 for 4. Good work from Mukund Deepak.
Be
76 for 4. 6 overs. Last 4 overs to go. Having a proper placement. The basement has been set really well. Now they have to build the structures over that. New batter. Keep the skipper into the crease. At number 6 for Amir Mahal. Nawabzada Mohammad Asif Ali, the skipper of Amir Mahal, is into the crease to accompany Abdullah for the rest of the innings. This has been quite good performance. The batters have contributed, especially Fazil Nawaz have played a cameo. But unfortunate for Anand that he couldn't make much impact in this game. Since him being a left-handed batter could have added a lot of value. But unfortunately that is not happening in today's game. The good thing for Amir Mahal is it had set a tone for them. And Abdullah will take up the responsibility of making it into a big level in case if he scores a half century. Having 4 more overs to go, and they're having one of the key batters, Raja, is yet to come. Now Abzada Mohammad Asif Ali is there, catches the call. As long off fielder chasing down the ball, wonderful stop at the deep. Single which brings back the skipper on strike. These two batters along together, having a couple of batters waiting in the dugout, they could make things possible for Amir Mahal cricket team. Good use of the front foot. Proper placement coming on to play. Getting off the mark in the first ball that he's facing. Wonderful effort from the batter. As a skipper understand the value of keeping the strike back to Abdullah. As Abdullah is the set batter, he could make things possible. And he could score much boundaries. And it's important that the non-striker should play a second fiddle role. That's what Nawabzada Mohammad Asif Ali is doing. A cheeky single chance for the second run. Not taking the risk of going for two. Just rotating the strike comfortably in the middle. Aryan Vinod, the new bowler, he's been containing things really well. After the previous over, with the way how Mukunddeep dismissed the wicket of Anand, now it's quite good looking with the way how things were taken under control. Aryan Vinod has been quite interesting. He's bowling really well for both Abdullah as well as skipper. Now Mohammad Asif Ali is on strike. Will there be any impact? So far it's been a dominated performance from Aryan Vinod. He's been bowling at the right areas, challenging the batters from going for the boundaries. Swing and got the aerial route. This seems like a better connection. That's a maximum from the skipper himself. This is what we are speaking about. An economical over went on to be an expensive one. All of a moment with a one delivery. That's why you must be very careful on bowling the last couple of overs. This has been wonderful stroke making, proper timing coming on to play. A much needed sixer at the right time coming from the skipper's bat. Another one catches the call, this time for bowler under the ball. And he drops it. No chance of that being a dismissal. Will be just a single to end this over. And that's 7 overs up. 86 for 4 now. Amir Mahal. .86 for 4. Starts off with the dot ball here. Anirudh continues to bowl. She's been the pick of the bowler so far in this innings. Picked up 2 wickets and had much impact this time into the air. And that's another maximum. Nawab Sada Mohammad Asif Ali is playing in style and bringing runs on the board for his side. Wonderful batting display. Beautiful batting display. We have his scoring runs on the board. Mohammad Asif Ali. Interesting thing is with the way how he taking things under control, because it's not about bringing those boundaries with power. It's coming on style. Look at that. Wristy stroke makings. Typical cricket. Batting styles. Into the 90s now. Amir Mahal. Another big shot attempt. Landed safely. Will be just a single. Quite protective over. Anirudh gets his punishment. Placements for perfect. That's 93 for 4. Amir Mahal. This is interesting to watch with the way how Mohammad Asif Ali started dominating the innings. And Abdullah started playing second fiddle in the middle for a moment. Now he's back on strike. It's time to make it bigger. Rotating the strikes as of now. This has been quite good partnership between these two batters. In no time, they've been building this to the next level. Platform set by the top order batters. Now they are building a fort over it. 2 more to end this over. Just a single. Just over there. Mohammad Asif Ali is having complete control. But this one was quite good delivery from Anirudh. Bowled wide Yorker. that's dominated the batter. Interesting to see the way how things were going. Wonderful stroke making. Elbow coming on to play. Abdullah it is. This time it's in the offside. And we'll be getting a couple of runs on the board. The juicy stroke making from Abdullah. It brings up the end of this over. That's 8 overs up. Good numbers from Anirudh. He bowled really well today. That's 97 for 4. .97 for 4. Last 2 overs with Amir Mahal setting up the tone really well. Evenly placed batting display. Strong shot from the wicketkeeper. Starts off with the dot ball. As we are entering into the modern day death overs. As the captain appealing for the white ball. This is quite crucial. Expected that to be a white ball. Aryan Vinod continues to play. Starts off with a single. Good over this is so far. A dot ball and a single. But the problem is he has to continue with a similar momentum for the rest of the over. That's most important for them to restrict the opposition. This is quite big total. But the previous game set the tone for chasing. As Fryer International chased down a target of 89 against Kashifei Warriors. That brings a lot new hope to the tournament. The teams can chase targets of around 90s and 100s. It will be quite possible to make that happen. Madras Gymkhana have to keep control against the Amir Mahal side. Swing and a miss. This time offers the wide. As the skipper looks feared with, why this is not a wide. Of course it's been offered wide. He's trying to pull the wide Yorkers. 100 up here for Amir Mahal. Another swing and a miss, gets a bit of extra bounce. Aryan Vinod has been exceptional with the ball. Maybe it's been a bit of change of pace. When he alters the pace, gets a bit of extra bounce over there. Just take back a look at that. This time into the full toss delivery. Just a single. This has been completely contained over so far. Has conceded 4 runs of this over. Despite of the overall numbers, this over has been advantage for Madras Gymkhana. Batting at 44, Abdullah on strike. Last ball of this over. So far it's been 4 runs conceded. Swing and a miss. No chance of going for single. That has been quite calm and composed 9th over. Wonderful effort from Aryan Vinod. 4 runs off it and 101 for 4 Amir Mahal. Quite wonderful performance in the middle. 101 for 4. Last over. Started with a pull shot. Lands in the no man's land. Getting satisfied with the singles. Now 5 more balls to be bowled. Abdullah back on strike. A lot of opportunities for him to score the half century. And most importantly, to post a wonderful total, more than 110 possibly. Will be helpful for them. Shot into the back foot. And that's a proper placement. Comes off a boundary. Is into the 48 now. As Adityan continues to bowl. Bit of expensive today for Adityan. Look at the way how he played the pull shot. Into the back foot. Rotated his body completely. Showed his back after completing the shot. That's the procedure of playing a pull shot. Still no deep square leg fielder. And there is no freedom for the bowler to bowl short balls. There's a swing and a miss. Quite good control by the bowlers here. At the end phase of these overs, the previous over went for just 4 runs. And in this over, it's 5 of 3. Well, touch delivery couldn't impact much with the power. Just a single. He will be on 49 now, but at the different end, the non-strikers in. In case if he gets back the strike in the next ball, the last over of this innings, there are a lot of chances for Abdullah to score this half century, or else it will be 49 not out by the batter. 107 for 4. Last 2 more balls to go. Some discussions were going on in the middle. So far 6 runs of this over. Another swing and a miss, as the skipper wanted to take that single to get back the strike to Abdullah and sacrifices his wicket. That's interesting to watch out for. He's a perfect team man, sacrificing his wicket to the partner. Anyway, that's quite mandatory at this point of time to make it productive. That's 107 for 5. A decent cameo coming to an end from the skipper himself, Nawabzada Mohammad Asif Ali. Played his best, 2 wonderful sixers and took things under control. No chance of Abdullah scoring his half century mathematically. Maybe there were a lot of possibilities. Ahmed, the new batter, swings, catches the call, and that's beats the fielder comfortably, goes for the boundary. 1-1-1. Nelson is the score to get completed the first over. Even this is a wonderful delivery from Adityan, but unfortunately goes for the boundary. That brings the end of the first innings, end of 10 overs. 111 for 5, Amir Mahal. Now the target here for Madras Gymkhana will be 112 to win the game. No teams have chased triple-digit totals in this tournament so far. So in case if Madras Gymkhana wins this game, it will be a historic event as of what we saw in the previous game, the Fryer International victory. Let's wait and watch what's going to happen in the second innings. 111 here, the first innings total from Amir Mahal, 112 the target. That's second innings. Madras Gymkhana required 112 runs to win this game. And the previous game between Kashipe Warriors and Fire International showed us nothing is impossible. So there are a lot of opportunities in this game. You're having two openers with Mukund Deepak, one of the smartest cricketers of the side, along with Shamsahi and Asian with the ball. Mukund Deepak on strike. And Bisham Shahi at the non-strikers and Asian with the ball. In terms of field positionings, only two fielders will be placed outside the 30-yard circle. One is at the long on and the other is at the deep mid wicket. Generating good pace. A wonderful way to start off the innings from Mukund Deepak. Good strike rotation, good use of the elbow. Looks like a classical batter, and the pace generated by Isha is quite good. He's having good pace in him. And now this brings Bisham Shahi on strike to face his very first ball. Tall batter against Isha. Wonderful delivery. This is wonderful shape holded by the bowler. He's bowling in the right areas. Good length and the back of length at the middle stump line. Quite challenging for the batters. You have to move across or you have to step forward to make sure that you're reaching the length of the ball or the line of the ball. That's such a kind of quality bowling Isha's having. Bowling in the right areas. And speaking up with the first innings, the way how they carried on the momentum in the first innings, at some point of time we've seen Abdullah scoring boundaries in the power play. After a couple of wickets have fallen, post power play we've seen a different style of attack from Fazil Nawaz, and Abdullah played second fiddle. And again, when captain, the skipper, entered into the crease. So in a different parts of this innings, when you clearly look at it, this one batter Abdullah stayed throughout the innings. So he went on to be the savior of the side. If it is a requirement for a boundary, he started scoring boundaries. If it is a requirement for a second fiddle role, he started playing the fiddle role. With having him in the background, the rest of the batters started scoring runs on the board. That's the style of implementing a big total in the board. So you need one batter to stay for a longer innings. That's the bails for flying off. Speaking about the longer innings, the first breakthrough is for Amir Mahal. As Bisham tried to swing the ball, but beaten by the length. He expected that to be a bit of extra bounce and tried to go for the pull shot. Look at that. Beaten by the length and the bails were flying off. Good work from Isha. 3 for 1 Madras Gymkhana. That's felt hard for Bisham as he walks out disappointed. This is what happens if you're having pressure situation in front of you. And happy faces here from Amir Mahal. They're celebrating. A genuine talk between the cricketers, sportsmanship into control. Now Anirudh, the new batter at number 3 for Madras Gymkhana. A lot more duty to be done. In case if they are eyeing to win this game, the one key factor would be targeting the power play, because everyone knows about this interesting rule in this RPL. If a team scores 30 or more in the power play, then the team will be awarded an extra over of power play. So all the teams are eyeing on to make sure that they're scoring a lot of runs in the power play. And especially in this game, chasing a total of 112, it's pretty mandatory for them to extend the power play to the third over and to maintain the run rate as of expected. It's back to ball to the new batter, Anirudh on strike. As Isha getting his rhythm properly. Similar kind of field positionings. There is a long on and a deep mid-wicket fielder at the deep. And there is a mid-wicket fielder within the 30-yard circle covering country region. And there is a short square leg fielder. That's how it goes. On strike, Anirudh. Full touch delivery. Placed outside off stump. Good stop from the fielder. Will be just a single. He's getting up the mark with a single. That's quite good over from Isha, coming to an end. 4 for 1 Madras Gymkhana. Four for 1 Madras Gymkhana. Looking in good touch. Punched hard. Gets the connection. Will be just a single. Moshin Ahmed, the bowler. Fazil now, that has been good start from the fielder. Moshin Ahmed bowls his first over. Trying something cheeky, Mukund Deepak. He wanted to place it over the fine leg area where no fielder standing at the deep. That's a cheeky attempt, but the most smartest attempt, because that's where you could pitch a lot of runs in a most safest way. This time into the back foot. Just pushes singles here and there. Anirudh and Mukund Deepak. Now this will be interesting to see with the way how Mukund Deepak is going to adapt himself to the next ball. Moves across, trying to play the slog sweep. Good shot at him, but not the proper placement. He was looking for a run out opportunity. He wanted to get back to the second run. Not much enough space, as that has been a good stop from the fielder. So Mukund Deepak is playing smart cricket all round. That's working really well for them. Will be just a single. At the long on, you will place your most trustable and dependable fielders at the long on. Raja is standing at the long on. Moves across. This time picks the gap, and the placement is perfect. He'll be going for the boundary. Welcome boundary here for Mukund Deepak. He's been trying this for a long while. This time got the connection better. Moshin Ahmed has to try something new to take control against the batter. Look at that proper placement coming into play. 13 for 1 Madras Gymkhana. Raja, the new bowler, bowling round the wicket. Good work from Abdullah behind the wicket, as Anirudh and Mukund Deepak. In fact, Mukund Deepak is playing smart crickets, whereas Anirudh is just swinging the bat, trying to find the boundaries, desperate in impact that is. This is post power play, still having just 3 fielders at the deep, long off, long on, and the deep mid wicket fielder. Rest of them are standing inside the 30-yard circle. I think Anirudh should plan his stroke before reacting to the ball, because certain areas were still empty. The previous boundary scored by Mukund Deepak that went on to be a boundary right. The square leg and fine leg region which is still empty. That Anirudh should focus on those areas. It's a missed opportunity. This has been quite good control over from Raja. One of the most dependable players to watch out for with the ball, with the bat. He performs really well. Another full toss. No connection. Feels a bit of pressure in the middle. Anirudh, as he was not meeting the ball really well. Sometimes it used to happen for cricketers. If you're not finding it, what a catch. What a catch that is. Wonderful carry from the fielder. With the way how he balanced himself after grabbing the catch. That's most important. Excellent stroke. But that effort is going in vain, and as Anirudh is struggling for a long while before losing his wicket with this fashion. Look at the way how he landed himself after grabbing the catch. That shows the work. First wicket fallen, second wicket here. Madras Gymkhana 13 for 2. Well, that has been a wicket maiden from Raja. Wonderful performance. Which brings up Siddharth, number 4 batter for Madras Gymkhana. Cheers for going on here. There has been a change in the bowling, as they are having Said Munir, the new bowler. Mukund Deepak on strike. Straight away they're having a deep square leg fielder, having Raja deep square leg. Now what will Mukund think? It will be interesting to see. Walks across. It's a wonderful delivery, good way to start the over from Said Munir. Because what happens is when you're having such high impactful total in front of you, sometimes you'll try to target the secondary and the third bowlers, maybe the third bowler, fourth bowler, fifth and sixth. You have to target every bowler except the mainstream bowlers. Hitting the wicket keeper behind the stumps. Quick pace from the bowler. Said Munir is quite impressive with the ball. So having that in mind, Siddharth facing his ball number 2. They will try to attack Said Munir. To a certain extent, that needs to be done. Except now that's not coming onto the board. They've been trying to push singles here and there, but couldn't make huge impact in the boundary ropes. Mukund Deepak is getting a deep square leg fielder. Understanding that he is a good player of square boundaries. Wonderful stroke making. Reaching the length of the ball. Will be just a single. Another good over coming to the closure. So far 4 deliveries, just 3 runs conceded by the bowler. Catch is the call. Will not be a catch, but at the same time it's a safe and sensible single. The singles in this over as they are chasing down a mammoth target of 112. This is not the effort that they should have done. 95 of 37. Try something cheeky. Hits the bat and hits the face of the batter. He's trying to do something out of the box, but that's not working well for him. 4 overs of 17 for 2 Madras Gymkhana. Now the equations are getting very high. In 6 overs, they have to score 95 runs to win this game. Something out of the box performance must be done to make sure possible. But you're speaking about the victory. Victory is something that's been decided in the last over and the last ball of this innings. But before that, the kind of journey that you made against such a strong opposition, that will be spoken for times. For that, teams like Madras Gymkhana have to find ways to score runs, have to find ways to show some intent in the middle. They have to put at least 2 bowlers into the back foot, push them under pressure. As Ahmed, the new bowler, into the crease, introducing a lot more new bowlers here. Amir Mahal. As of what we're speaking about, the intent that they must try to do. Siddharth is not ready. Abdullah behind the wicket. They're having a short third man. Kind of slip fielder. Keeper behind the wicket keeper. Another swing and a miss. Good work behind the wickets. As Abdullah standing close to the stumps. Now what happens is this will restrict the batter from stepping out and moving across. The freedom of moving yourself, lifting your legs. As you're having a wicketkeeper behind you, the mindset will always block you from expressing yourself. That's a good approach. Good stop from the field. Another wonderful effort. Will be just a single. Running 2. Good running between the wickets. 2 runs on the board. Almost halfway through the innings. But quite controlled. Understanding with the way how things were going in the middle. That Ahmed is trying to bowl in different areas, not leaving enough space for the batters to find the gap and score boundaries. No fielder at the deep in square leg region. Catches the call. Fazil Nawaz has no chance to stop that going for the boundary. That's a 1 bounce boundary as Mukund Deepak gets it. He's been waiting for this. He's giving his 100%. In fact, it's Siddharth. To be very honest, look at that. Into the back foot, punished hard in front of the wicket. That extra bounce. As the fielder couldn't save the boundary. That's how it goes. The ball bounces a lot. As the outfield supports really well. 23 for 2. Bro. 23 for 2. In fact, 23 for 3. That is another wicket falls in the middle. Try to play something new. Create something impactful in the middle. But that went on to be a dismissal. First wicket for Ahmed. And loses wicket in the middle, which brings Gauri Shankar into the crease. Tried his best, but couldn't make much impact in the middle as the batter walks away. In at number 5, Mukund To accompany Mukund Deepak, Gauri Shankar coming into the crease. 23 for 3 Madras Gymkhana. Things were quite controlled with the way how it has been handled so far by Madras. Amir Mahal's side. As every new bowler is having different style of approach, understanding of the role matters a lot. That the captain makes sure that the players were understanding of their roles. They're having clear understanding and reacting to the situation, not looking for the captain. Another wicket. Heads the Timberwood. And the batter must depart. Goes for 0 without troubling the scorer. Gauri Shankar came in, took his guard and lost his wicket for a wonderful Yorker ball by Ahmed. That's back-to-back wicket to complete the 5th over. 23 for 4 now. Two wickets for the bowler. This brings the skipper into the crease. Mahiman walks into the crease at number 6 for Madras Gymkhana. To accompany Mukund Deepak. Starts off with a couple of singles on the new bowler. Didn't had much start with the bat. Now he's with the ball to accompany his side. First ball for the skipper. That finds the aerial route and safely landed into the hands of one of the safest hands of the side. Fazil Nawaz grabs the catch. Just take back a look at that. And of course, the skipper had no ideas, no chance of taking some time in the crease. What he did is right. He wanted to go against the bowler. He wanted to play the pull shot. But unfortunately loses his wicket. Good try from the skipper. And good catch, no mistakes done by Fazil Nawaz in the middle. First wicket for Anand. That brings Madras Gymkhana to 26 for 4 to 26 for 5. Mukund Deepak alone fights in a different end. But that's not enough in this game because it's a hard challenge for them. Adityan, the new batter, into the crease. Now 86 more runs needed of 26 balls. The man who brought that impact of taking the catch. Steps out and flicks it away. Just a single. Getting up the mark with that single, Adityan. Now that brings back Mukund Deepak on strike. I love the way how Mukund Deepak is batting. He should try finding gaps and scoring boundaries. There is a slip fielder as the skipper standing behind the wicketkeeper. He can glide the ball behind the slip fielder. This is another wonderful effort from Mukund Deepak. Picks the gap as Raja chases down the ball. Good stop, proper athleticism, good cover of ground. Raja is such an excellent fielder, saves a boundary for his side. But still, interesting batter, Mukund Deepak. His way of picking gaps is really interesting to watch out for because few batters, for instance, people speak about Genghis Khan for his style of game plans. He's a short battler who fought with tall Europeans. That's because of one reason. It doesn't matter who your opponents are. It's about the way how you're making the game plan. If you're making a proper game plan, the plot is perfect, then you can create an impact. Most bigger persons brought the impact in a more silent tone. Because Mukund is such a kind of batter, he's finding his own ways to score runs on the board. Despite of what's happening in the game, that's almost closer. Almost closer it is. As everyone reactions, holding the head with the hands, because that's almost inches above the stumps. Ahmed continues to bowl 2 wickets for him so far. He will continue to bowl. And continuing with what we're speaking about Mukund Deepak's batting ability. This time hits the stumps. Gets his third wicket. Swing and a miss here from Adityan. Didn't trouble the scorer much. Just single run for the batter. And he has to depart. That's 28 for 6 now. Just taking back to look at what happened in the previous delivery. Quite impactful delivery. Had a bit of pace in it. Look at that. And that brings the celebration for everything. 28 for 6. Just taking back a look at that. Didn't watch the ball till it meets the bat. That's why it didn't meet the bat. Happens in a part of the game. They are under pressure. And in pressure, even the better batters fail to perform. That's what happened in the middle for Madras Gymkhana. Collapsed batting lineup. With only having Mukund Deepak. (28 for 6). 3 wickets for Ahmed. Aryan, we know the new batter to accompany Mukund Deepak, as these two batters have to ensure that they are winning this, not winning this, but making some huge impact. A positive cricket in the middle. That will work well for them. 28 for 6. Aryan Vino on strike. A left-handed batter. Another wonderful bowling display. As his hand shows everything. Another good calm celebration from the bowler. As Ahmed gets his 4th one. Now he is on hat-trick. Just take back a look at this. Ball round the wicket for the left-handed batter. Cover the stumps, but somehow it found its own way to reach the stumps. As the bails were flying off. 28 for 7 now for Madras Gymkhana, which brings him on a hat-trick. Rohan Bhaiya, the new batter. As the disappointed batter walks away. Couldn't make much impact in this game. Rohan Bhaiya, the new batter, walks into the crease. Will this be a hat-trick for the bowler? Along with it, this will be a fifer for the bowler. So far, we didn't see a fifer in this tournament. Many bowlers dismissed 4 batters. Even in the previous game, Mansoor of Kashifai Warriors picked up 4 wickets in the game. So yes, 5-wicket haul is something that's gonna helpful for them. 28 for 7. As Rohan Bhaiya on strike. Mukund Deepak at the non-strikers. Hat-trick ball, close fielders. Here we go. Almost brought the dismissal. That's quite closer from the bowler. Almost near the stumps it is. Quite cool with the way how he's handling things. Good control over that. 6.4 overs. 28 for 7. A genuine other chance for a run out. Generating extra pace in the middle. As the batters fumbling in the middle. They couldn't know exactly what to do against such strong bowlers. That's the reason Ahmed is dismissing 4 batters today. Still, there are a lot of chances of him making it into a fifer, which never happened in this tournament so far. Complete control from Mukund Deepak. Such a solid batter. Picks the gap every single time he's watching a bowler. Chance for the 3rd run. Heading back for the 3rd run. Good running between the wickets. Which brings back to a wonderful spell coming to an end. 32 for 7. 32 for 7, such a wide stance from Mukund Deepak. Try to play the switch hit. Putting at the connections better. Anand continues the pull. 1 wicket for the bowler. Interesting to watch out for. Things were completely out of control for them. Mathematically possible but practically challenging one for the batting side, as Madras Gymkhana lost their way in the middle. Right from the power play, they couldn't get the impact that they're looking for. Managing to score something on the scoreboard. 3 more wickets for the victory. 3 more overs to complete the innings. Almost getting close to the victory here. Amir Mahal will be 3 out of 3 for them. Unbeaten performance if they try to win this battle. Full toss delivery offered no ball here, as that went above the waist for the batter, and the batter didn't meet the ball with the bat, so that will be avoided, no ball. Now a free hit opportunity for Mukund Deepak. A gut feeling says that this batter will go straight batted stroke, but this is quite different with the way how he's approaching. Feeling bad about my gut feeling. It says fake statistics. Getting 2 runs on the board for the free hit delivery. Go running between the wickets. 7.3 overs, 37 for 7. As Madras Gymkhana might be aiming for 50 plus runs on the board. Would be a decent total. Walks out and plays straight this time. Just rotates a strike in the middle, taking things under control. Quite good control. Another running between the wickets, utilizing the gaps and making it to the perfection. Wonderful running between the wickets. That is no wickets for him, as he's trying hard. One of the prime bowlers of the day. So far did his performance really well. But 9 for 7. Takes the full toss, trying to take the aerial route. Will be just a single. Attended by the batter, so the theory would be completely different. Couple of gentle push here and there, and that's why things could be taken under control. Tackling everything. Catch is the call. Good work from the fielder, trying to throw things. It's the end of this over. Trying to play the pull shot. Couldn't get the connections better. As Mukund Deepak still plays. Still trying to make some good stroke makings. Now he can enjoy his brand of cricket. 40 for 7. Now swing and a miss again. As Amjad, the new bowler, into the attack. I think he is a typical batter, classical batter. Now Mukund Deepak can try scoring classical stroke makings. His wide stance is quite good to watch out for. He's having comfortable stance. So prepared batting style, which allows the batter to bring out enormous power when going for the strike. And most important phase is your core body that should support you when you're trying to go for a big stroke. For a 6 hitting, walks out and trying to flick it away. The fingers goes up. A long innings, a long fought knock coming to an end with Mukund Deepak. 23 of 21 balls is walking away. There has been wonderful approach and good work from the fielders. This brings up good innings from the batter Mukund Deepak. Smart batting display, but this is not his platform. That's the problem here.
Camera permission giving, bro.
Suresh Kumar, the new batter, 41 for 8. Good control from Amjad so far in this game. .70 of 7 balls. Last ball of this over. Good work at the covers. Will be just a single, as these are the final proceedings. One more over to do. Complete this first innings. 69 more runs required to win. Abdullah with the ball to bowl the last over, and the skipper is standing behind the wicket. Close call. That's quite good running between the wickets. Now this will be mathematically a good victory for Amir Mahal. They'll be at the top of the table with strong run rates. Will be the unbeaten sides of this group number 1. That adds a lot more value to what things that could bring up this game. Wonderful effort. This is being anonymous. That's quite under control, as Abdullah continues to bowl to the body line of Suresh Kumar. Interesting performance. You look at the way how things were going. Pull shot it is. It's the gap, and that's a proper placement. It's the boundary rope. Wonderful stock making. At the final phase of this innings, they've been crossing 50 here. Madras Gymkhana. Catch is the call that beats the fielders. This is the kind of power play field positioning. They are placing all the fielders within the 30-yard circle. They know the exact situation of the game. These were the formality overs that could get completed. Once it gets completed, it will be a majestic victory for Amir Mahal. A contribute to collective performance with the way how the skipper Abdullah especially batted well, and Fazil Navi's batted well. Too many good batting performances. Bowlers, most of the bowlers perform really well. It's a wonderful bowling display. All-round cricketing outplayed the opposition in every aspect of the game. 52 for 8. Last ball of this over. Well, that brings a dot ball, which gets the game to a completion, and they are winning the game by a difference of 53 runs, as Amir Mahal registering 3 in a row. 3 different games, one against Tiki Tak Random 11 and the other against 9-11, and this one against the Madras Gymkhana club. Wonderful performances, back to back performances here, and they are ensuring that they are at the table top by having good run rate, good points, leading at the front in Group A, and smiling faces you could see everywhere. It's a satisfying feeling when you win a match by batting well, bowling well, fielding well. This adds a lot of value for your performance and happiness that could bring in your face. Well, that's how the game gets into the completion, with the way things were taken under control. 59 runs difference, in fact, Amir Mahal. The scorer has been updated the score pretty late. The information has been wrongly processed. Now it's getting confirmed that 59 difference is the victory made by Amir Mahal. Wonderful performance, comprehensive performance. Take back a look at the way how the gestures were going on. Good gesture from Madras Gymkhana and Amir Mahal. A friendly gesture which shows that this is a gentleman's game. Brings things into the climax. Well, that's the story of the last match. Match number 6 in this venue. Amir Mahal beating up Madras Gymkhana by a difference of 59 runs.